what we're going to talk about now is the concept of spells. And understanding what a spell actually is and how it works can equip you with the knowledge of how to break or dissolve that spell. So, Madeline Ryan, author of A Room Called Earth, said, spells and curses aren't just for those who own cauldrons or broomsticks or crystal balls. We are all saying prayers and casting spells with our words and our thoughts and where we point our fingers. And we have been indoctrinated through fairy tales about spells and witches and all that kind of stuff. So in Ego and Essence, a user guide for the soul, I wrote the following. A spell is a thought form consisting of one or more words spoken with emotional power and an intention to harm or control another. This is our traditional understanding of what a spell is. The spell target believes, based on culture or fear, that the spell has the power to affect, influence, threaten, or change the target's identity, health, or life. And so it does. Some spells are immediately internalized in response to a traumatic or emotionally charged event or series of events that often occur in childhood. Spells can have a negative or positive effect depending on the words in the spell and the energy, intent, and identity of the speaker, such as a bully, a parent, a sibling, a teacher, a boss, a friend, a stranger, a lover. The oppressive or uplifting power of a spell is fueled by one's belief in it. For how long has the human self carried a negative belief about its appearance, ability, intelligence, and so on because of the words someone said to them that were taken in as truth? When a negative spell is internalized as truth, it can create feelings of shame or unworthiness or self-hatred, depression, and other difficult low vibrational feelings. Spells become effective when the human self wants to be loved, accepted, or included, but hears the spell as a description of why it is not worthy of that love, acceptance, or inclusion. When a positive spell is internalized as truth, when a positive spell is internalized as truth, it can create feelings of possibility and freedom and exploration and self-worth and more. How many people have excelled more easily in their lives because of a spell they heard from a parent or teacher or role model that was affirming, encouraging, and removed all the limits from expressing their gifts and potential? Dark or harmful spells get their power from the negative intention of the spellcaster and the fear-based low vibrational energy you focus on when you accept and believe that spells are real and that their power to affect you is greater than the power of your soul essence and the source of all there is to dispel it. I'm going to read that last little bit again. When you accept and believe that the spells are real and that their power to affect you is greater than the power of your soul essence and the source of all there is to dispel it. An example of a larger cultural spell is how God's love and gifts of spirit have been cast into the role of being from the devil. This spell has gone on for centuries and has led to distortions of truth and justifications of atrocities perpetrated upon those who shared their truth and divine gifts with others. A familiar example of this is what happened to the women in the Salem, Massachusetts witch trials. The key to breaking a spell is in understanding it can be broken by accepting the truth of what you know to be true about yourself. It can be broken by accepting the truth of what you know to be true about yourself and claiming the awareness and power of that truth again and again in the present moment. So think about, write down what kind of a spell was cast on you that you believed and you felt was true because of who said it, and you internalized it as a truth.